when somebody's expressing themselves, I'm angry. I'm going to express my anger by yelling. I'm going to express my anger by telling somebody, hey, I'm angry at you. I'm going to tell you why I'm angry. And I'm going to tell you what you just did. And I want you to not do it. And so this way I can feel like I'm standing up for myself, right? I can feel like I'm expressing myself. So what this does is it actually throws this energy of anger onto the other person because we're in this state of anger. And so we may think now I'm releasing it by expressing it out. When we do that, we develop a behavior, a pattern, a habit of expressing anger when we're upset. So if I'm angry and I go ahead and tell the person why I'm angry, and while I'm angry, all I'm doing is throw this anger to somebody else. And the reason why this is happening is because the energy that's flowing inside of me is anger. The emotion that's flowing inside of me, emotion, energy, emotion, is anger. And so even if I try to speak it in a nice way, it's impossible to create another energy other than the energy that I'm currently having. And plus, my energy expands out about 3 feet on each side. So when this person's right here, they can even feel my anger, right? So if you're ever around somebody and they're angry, you can feel it. So when we express it out like that, now this person is going to carry anger. Now this person is going to be affected. If that is the only way that we know how to let go of anger, by telling other people, by yelling, by doing all this stuff, we now are throwing this energy out and affecting other people. And even if it makes us feel better temporarily, if we throw out anger, it's going to circle back to us. If we go ahead and tell it to somebody that is living in our household, our sister, our brother, tell it to our friends, our loved ones, and all this stuff, even if just because we're trying to express ourselves, now all we're doing is giving it to them. How is that going to be any better? Because now they want to do the same thing to us. And it's not going to be the same. They don't come and go, hey, remember earlier when you told me about something that you're upset about? Well, that got me upset. And now I want to tell you. They're not going to tell you that way. Because most likely what's going to happen is they're not going to realize that you gave them anger. They're going to hear you. They're going to try to be a nice friend. They're going to try to listen to you. And then after that, they're going to go on with their day. But suddenly they get upset about something. They get stressed about something. They get frustrated about something. And later on, they may express to you, man, yeah, I'm really frustrated about this thing and this thing. And they don't realize the reason why they were frustrated is because they received the energy from you. And so now when they share it with you, same thing happens. They tell it to you. They're not saying I'm mad at you, but they're just sharing in a state of being angry. And now that energy transfers back to you. So another way somebody can express is they can just yell or they can just punch and do all this stuff. Either way, this is energy of anger inside of me being amplified out. Okay. And if we throw it out, it's going to circle its way back to us. Okay. And it's going to influence our environment. That's not helping. If I have trash here, I don't want this trash. I'm going to drop it on the ground. Now I just got the ground dirty. It's like, it doesn't help to just move it somewhere else. What we want to do is we want to eliminate this energy. We want to diffuse the energy. We want to transcend this energy. So how do we do that? When I'm angry, I feel the anger inside of my body. I can feel it. How does anger feel like? Right? It can feel pressure. You can feel heat. You can feel little discomforts in your stomach or in your back and pressure and, tightness. So you feel it. You can even hear voices in your head complaining about something and you just watch it, but you don't express it. And then you relax and you surrender to it. That means you don't try to fight it. You relax your body, and in your mind, you are totally accepting that it is happening right now. You don't try to escape from it. You just let it go. Accept it happening right now. In your body, relax. Let go. Surrender into it. And the feeling will elevate because you'll feel it more. But that feeling it more is part of letting it go. And at some point, when it's at its highest intensity, it stops going up higher and it starts to drop down. And as it starts to drop down, that's because it's being released. But you didn't express anger. You didn't yell. You didn't punch something. You didn't stomp. You didn't slam the door. You didn't slam the cabinet. You didn't go and try to avoid it. You didn't go and try to direct your attention somewhere else. Because all you're doing when you do that is you're pushing it down. All you're doing is pretending like it's not there, which means by default, you hold on to it. It's like you have dirt on you. You just pretend like it's not there. You just don't look at your hands. Your hands is dirty. Well, nothing's going to happen to it. It's just going to stay that way. That emotion, when we get angry, it's just that energy circling inside of us. The energy in the form in our head, in our mental space, is in a form of thoughts, certain words, intentions. When we release that, all we're doing is becoming present of it. We become present of it and we fully accept it as it's happening. In our body, we relax. We